going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be talking about this little indie film called Moving On. The film stars Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin as two friends that reconnect at a funeral, and they plan on killing the widower who messed with them a long time ago, and now they are seeking out revenge. So going into this movie, I knew absolutely nothing about it. I just saw that Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda were on the poster, so that kinda got me intrigued, mostly because we just barely saw them in 80 for Brady, and I enjoyed the chemistry in that movie. This movie definitely is not geared towards me, it's geared more towards the older audience, and when movies like these come out, I really like going out to support these films because they definitely do deserve the support, even if they're not geared towards me. Sometimes I'll be intrigued by a movie kind of like this that either will work for me or won't work for me, but I still love and enjoy supporting that film. Now, when it comes down to this movie, it kind of feels like the tone is almost everywhere. It tries to go for a dark comedy, a light comedy, a dramedy. There's some romance here and there. There's comedy. The revenge tale really feels like it's more of the background thing that happens in this movie. But even with that being said, you also have Malcolm McDowell in this movie as the widower that these two ladies are planning on killing. And I think everybody in this movie is fantastic. I think they all have great chemistry. Everybody is great in this movie. However, for some people, the tone for this movie might be everywhere and it might not work for them. For me, personally, I thought it was pretty fine. This movie is rated R. However, this movie absolutely did not need to be rated R. There are a lot of F-bombs here and there, but overall, it feels like you could have taken those F-bombs out and made it a PG-13 movie because it really doesn't have anything harsh that happens in this movie. There's not a lot of blood, guts, and gore. There's no sex or nudity. There's nothing of that. It feels like a clean version that you could have had, PG-13ized. For the most part, I really enjoyed this movie. I was laughing a couple of times. The chemistry between Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin in this movie is undeniably great. They are fun to see on screen and banter here and there. You also have a couple of moments in the film where it does strain the comedy just a little bit, but that's just with the tone. It does feel like it's everywhere, so it's definitely not going to be for everybody. But if you are a fan of these two ladies, I think you're going to be having a fun time with this movie because I think it was just overall cute, charming, fun. Definitely one that you don't need to rush out to see in theaters. Not that anybody is planning on rushing out to see it in theaters, but if you want to support movies like these, definitely check it out in theaters. Otherwise, just wait for it on Netflix or on Hulu. That way you can save the extra bucks for the at-home experience. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Moving On a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, but it was cute, charming, funny. There are moments here and there where the tone is inconsistent, but that didn't bother me because the overall experience was a pretty good one. But those are my thoughts on Moving On. I'm pretty sure nobody has ever heard of this movie, but if you have and you're planning on checking it out, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below if you have checked it out or if you're planning on waiting till it comes out either on DVD or on streaming. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.